Hello.
How you doing?
Are you Anthony?
Yes.
Hi, Anthony. I'm Roger. I'm with the Glendale Police Department. How we doing?
I'm here.
You're here. Yeah, I know. It's a little scary.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling, actually.
Okay. Well, Anthony, let me explain to you why you're here, okay? I am investigating something that happened some years ago, okay? 3 years ago, as a matter of fact. And it was something that happened, like, right near where you were living at the time, okay? And I want to talk to you about that. Do you have an idea what that might be?
No.
No? Okay. A shooting that occurred at Famous Sam's.
Oh, yes. Heard about that.
You heard about that? Okay. And I want to talk to you about that. All right?
Why did you have to go through these measures to get me over here? I don't understand that.
Well, because I wasn't, I don't know you personally, okay? I don't know if you're the type of person, if I say, hey, Anthony, come in and talk to me, that you would do that, all right? Because, let's face it, a lot of people don't usually like to come down and talk to the cops, all right? And so that's why I had some people pick you up. I don't know how they picked you up, to be honest with you, so.
Okay.
Was it pretty dramatic, or?
I was in front of my apartment complex where, it's a respectful complex, and, it was like task force. They surrounded me, got me.
Okay.
I just I don't understand why. Because I would come down here. I don't.
Sure, sure. Well, again, I want to talk to you about what happened here, okay? And ask you questions if you remember anything about that shooting, okay? So before I do that, what I need to do is I need to read you your rights, okay? Because you're down here and they brought you down here.
I understand.
All right. Have you ever been arrested before for anything?
Yes.
Yeah, for what?
When I was a juvenile, I got arrested. I got arrested as an adult also as for check fraud. And
Uh-huh.
then I got arrested, they believe last year for possession of a concealed weapon.
Oh, okay. Was that last year or the year before?
Year before. probably.
Year before. Okay, yeah, because that's been some time back. Okay. All right. All right, Anthony, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to questioning and to be with you during questioning if you so desire. You cannot afford an attorney. You have the right to have an attorney appointed for you prior to questioning. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
30 years old. Oh, okay. And,
What happened if I just wait? Because I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm telling you what's going on.
Okay, just
I'm
let me know
telling
what's going on.
Okay.
I'm not being rude or nothing.
No, no, I understand.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Sure.
The way it happened at the complex.
Mhm.
I'm over here, and I asked him, "Do you got the right person?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tell him my name is Anthony." A picture in the face,
Mhm.
which makes no sense because I stopped committing crimes years ago.
Sure, sure.
So I don't.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, you said you got arrested as a juvenile.
Yes.
Where was that at?
In California.
In California. Okay. And what I want to talk to you about is what happened this night, back in 2006, January 27th, back in 2006. There was a shooting at Famous Sam's. Okay, that person ran from the shooting, ran into the townhome complex where you were living, and another shooting occurred there. And at that time, we never found the person, and I want to talk to you about that.
You could
I wanna
talk
ask
to.
you.
Okay. I don't know anything about that shit. The only thing I know about it is what's on the news.
What's on the news?
That's all I know.
Okay. When you were living there in the townhomes, who were you living with?
My mother.
Your mom?
Yes.
Okay, what's her name?
Pearl.
Pearl. Okay, what about your sister? Was she living there also?
Oh yeah, she was living there.
She was living there. Okay. Where were you working at the time?
Was I working? I don't believe I. What day was this?
This was like a Friday.
No, not
I think
day.
it was
Sorry.
Friday.
What?
January 27, 2006. So
January.
about 3 years ago. Just about
26.
3 years ago.
Oh, I wasn't working.
You wasn't working at the time? Okay. But you work now?
Yes.
Work for Ashley Furniture?
That's correct.
What kind of work do you do for them?
I'm a customer service representative.
So is that like higher than, is that kind of high up in that company? I don't know how the tiers work. I mean, do
Well,
you
I'm-
start out as like a guy delivering furniture, or
Well, yeah, I'm higher than that.
You're higher than
I
that?
work in a corporate office.
you work in the corporate office? Okay. All right. Well, this was back in January of 2006. That's when the shooting occurred. Okay. And do you kind of recall where you might have been during that time? Were you, did you go out that night? Were you at home that night? Do you kind
What
of
was the
remember?
26th of?
It was a Friday night.
Friday
I'm pretty
night.
sure it was a Friday night.
More than likely, I didn't go out because I didn't have money.
Because you didn't, yeah,
Well,
because
I
you
didn't
weren't
have a job.
working. Yeah.
I wouldn't go out.
You wouldn't go out? Okay, all right. So, do you recall, you said you saw this on the news. What do you remember seeing about it on the news?
The reason why we paid attention to me and my mother is because it's in our area.
Well, yeah, it was right behind your town.
Right, so we were really concerned about that. So she told me about it,
Mhm.
and then that's when I saw it. Cause like, first day I updated, second day I talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just heard across the street they had a fight with somebody. They went across the street to Famous Sam's.
Mm-hmm.
A shooting happened, and then another shooting happened somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. They had the shooting at Famous Sam's. The other shooting occurred almost at your back fence, your townhome. That's where that other shooting occurred.
They just said
Right.
an alley into.
Yeah, it was actually right behind your townhome. In fact, I can show you a picture here, maybe help you out a little bit. This is your townhome,
Right.
okay? And you got the little fence here and the little yard area, okay? This is where the shooting occurred, right here. I mean, your back fence is
Shit.
right there, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty darn close, huh?
My mom's right there, man.
Yeah, yeah. Does this person look familiar to you?
No.
No? How about this guy?
No.
They don't look familiar to you? This is another, it's kind of a bigger map, but this is Famous Sam's here. Okay, that's where the first shooting happened. Okay? And the person was chased. The guy that actually did the shooting was chased. He was chased by this guy and two police officers. And he ran all the way down the street to here, where this guy got shot. And then disappeared from that point. Right close to your house.
Are you asking everybody in the complex that lived there?
We went and talked to people in the complex. Yeah, we did. We went and knocked on doors, we talked to people. I don't believe we got an answer at your door the night we did this.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I just want to know if you're just coming to me or you're just coming to everybody in the complex.
Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm coming to you,
That's
Anthony. I'm going to tell you, I'm coming to you because I think you're responsible for this. I think you're responsible.
Why?
Well, when you were in jail as a juvenile,
Yes.
they took a DNA sample from you, didn't they?
Yes.
Okay. That DNA sample matched a bloody handprint at Famous Sam's. How would that bloody handprint have gotten at Famous Sam's? It was on the outside. Did you have a problem with somebody at Famous Sam's?
No problem at all.
No problems at all? What about the security guards? Did you have a problem with the security guards?
No problem with security guard.
No? Okay. You know, Anthony, what I'm trying to do is understand why things happen. People make bad choices, bad mistakes. You know, sometimes they don't mean for things to happen because, you know, for a variety of reasons. But I can tell you right now that I've spoken to the security guards. And I've shown them a picture of you, okay? They identified you as having a problem there at the bar. Not the night of the shooting, okay? But another night. Do you remember ever going to Famous Sam's before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did you ever have a problem with the bouncers there or any of the people that work there?
No, they do their job. They bounce. They, do what you got to do, but I don't
Sure,
have a problem
sure.
with them.
Well, let me ask you, did you ever try to go into the bar with a gun?
Hell no.
No?
I never walked into it again.
Never walked in there with a gun? Well, I'm not saying you walked in. I'm saying you tried and they told you you couldn't bring the gun in and turned you away.
Not me.
Not you? Okay, because they identified you. I'm telling you, they
Okay.
looked at your picture amongst other pictures and said, yeah, this is the guy that we had a problem with. Okay, but getting back to the bloody handprint, that's what we find here at Famous Sam's. And so we take that bloody handprint and DNA matched against you from the time they took it in California. That matched, so that tells me you were there.
I wasn't there, so.
Okay. So then we back up a little bit here,
Okay.
okay? Back up here. You said you got arrested for a concealed weapon, right?
Right.
Okay, what kind of weapon was that?
It was a gun.
Oh, I know it was a gun. What kind of gun?
I don't know what type of gun it was.
You don't know what kind of gun? Okay, well, I can tell you what kind of gun it is,
Okay.
okay, because I have the Phoenix police report. They arrested you.
Okay.
They took the gun from you, right? Okay, it's a 9mm. Sound familiar?
No, I think it was 9mm.
Yeah. Was it a Ruger?
I don't know.
Okay, it was. So, you know, I find this out, and I go and I get this 9mm Ruger. and I take it to the lab, and I submit it with things that we collect here and things we collect here.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
It matches. It matches. Matches you. Okay? So now I know a shooting occurred here with you. Okay? A shooting occurs here with you. Now,
I didn't do this shooting.
Anthony, I'm going to tell you right now, things happen for a reason. Okay? They do. And I know you got a family and you got a life. And it sounds to me like something traumatic like this probably turned you around. Probably turned you around. Because right after this happened, you start working at Ashley Furniture. Your life got better. Got a good job. Got a family. Things are going good for you. That doesn't change what happened here. Okay? It doesn't. Does it give me some insight on you? Yeah. It does. Because I think this changed your life. I think you made a mistake that night. Things happened, and this changed your life.
I was looking for a job for a while, sir, and I got lucky with Ashley Furniture.
You did. You did.
But I wasn't committing crimes prior to that, sir.
But I'm going to tell you right now, there's things that don't lie. DNA doesn't lie. I know you were there. The gun doesn't lie. Every bit of this comes back to your gun, the gun that you had with you. And let's face it, when this shooting happens, where did that person run to?
I don't know what a person went to.
Ran right to your house. And I can prove that. So, Anthony, I'm going to tell you, you're responsible for this. What I'm trying to understand is, why did this happen? Because I can look in your, yeah, you did. And I can look in your history. I can look in your history. And I don't see that. I don't see that behavior in your history. I just don't.
Because I didn't do it.
But you did. Anthony, you did. You were responsible for this. Okay?
It seems like no matter what I say, you're going to...
Well, the evidence doesn't lie.
I
You
don't-
tell me, you explain to me. Explain to me. How
I'm
did your bloody handprint
I
get there?
have no idea, sir.
Because it's there. I mean, the DNA doesn't lie.
A bloody handprint was
A
on-
bloody handprint. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Because the security guards tell me
Mm.
the night before this happened, you had a beef with them. You and your girlfriend showed up at the bar. And they told you couldn't bring your gun in. Do you remember that?
No.
Well, they
I
did.
don't-
And then you went back out to the parking lot and you put the gun in your girlfriend's purse and tried to go back in again. They said no. Told you no, you couldn't come in with the gun. That's what happened. And so you got in a fight. You got in a fight with the manager and a bouncer at the bar. And eventually you left, which was good. Everybody left, it was all cool. Okay? But they also bloodied your nose that night. That's what they tell me. That you got hurt when they threw you to the ground. Okay? So I know you were at the bar. And then the other things that happened the night of the shooting, I'm going to tell you right now. This is an apartment complex right here. Okay? People looked straight down this alley. They saw you walk this way, saw you, your picture. They saw you. Okay? They saw you walk this way. They saw you come down here. And this man said some things to you. And then this happened. These people saw it. They don't live there now, but at the time they lived there, and they saw it. Okay, because they were standing out here having a little family get-together, drinking a few beers, smoking a few cigarettes, because there's a gate right there that they can come out on their patio and go out, stand out there. There was a man and a girl looking over the fence originally when they see people coming down the street, when they saw you and the security guard. Anthony, these things don't lie. They don't lie. If you put everything together, they don't lie. So the question comes, what it comes down to.
I have no reason to harm anybody, sir.
I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you do. And what I'm trying to understand is, what were you thinking that night? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's one of two things. It truly is. One of two things. Okay? You're either the type of person who, this was something that you didn't mean to happen, or you absolutely went to that bar looking for somebody. Because I know this happened. The evidence proves that you went there and you did this. The evidence proves it. That hands down.
I have no reason to hurt nobody, sir.
Why would somebody see you?
I don't know why someone would say this to me.
They did.
Well, I'm telling
They
you,
saw what they saw.
I did not shoot nobody. I did not harm nobody. I don't know these people. I don't No, that's not me. As you said, you see my file. It don't match up.
Well,
That's
I'm
not
saying
me.
that this type of behavior.
Right.
Okay, you had the arrest when you were a juvenile. You're right, in California, that's where the DNA sample came from. Then you had the concealed weapon out there off of Thomas, I think it was. You got arrested off of Thomas Road, 3rd Avenue, somewhere out there. Remember that? Okay. Those things all match. All right? They don't lie. DNA doesn't lie. The shell casings don't lie. None of that lies. And you know, we can take shell casings. We can actually swab those, and we get DNA from those things too.
Okay.
So those things just don't lie. Okay? So explain to me how your gun, how all these things match your gun.
I didn't do the action, sir.
But you did. You did. And you're responsible.
I'm
So
not
the question,
responsible for nobody's
the question remains is, what is the reason? Why did this happen? Let me ask you, the night that this happened, had you been drinking? Do you do drugs?
I don't do drugs. And that night, I don't know what.
Could you
I
have been
didn't go
drinking?
out. I didn't go out more because I didn't have no money.
Right.
So I could have been
Well,
drinking.
could you have been, maybe at home, I don't know.
No.
So you weren't drinking?
On a night with no money,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. How would I buy anything?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. What you're telling me is you weren't drinking this night.
What I'm telling you is I have no money. I had
Okay.
no job.
Okay.
So what would I buy stuff with,
But that's what I'm asking you. Were you drinking that night?
sir?
Do you remember?
I don't think you're quite understanding.
I understand. You're saying if you have no job, no money, you can't be drinking. Safe to say?
Say to say it. And answer
Okay.
the question.
That answers my question. So I could honestly say you were not drinking that night.
No, you could say this. On a day that I have no money, no job,
Hmm?
no way to purchase
Mm-hmm.
an alcohol beverage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. On this day, January
That
27th,
day, sir, how long ago was that?
2006, 3 years
I
ago.
do not know what I was doing in 2006 exactly. I just know, like I told you, sir,
Mhm.
if I have no job, no income coming in,
Mm-hmm.
I can't purchase anything, sir.
Okay.
So why would I purchase an alcohol beverage?
Okay. But that's what I'm asking you.
And I'm letting you know, sir,
So you were not drinking.
on the day with no job and no
Okay.
income coming in.
I'm not asking on the day. I'm telling you on this day, in January of
That
06.
day, sir,
You
I
didn't
don't
have a
know.
job, so you wouldn't have had
I'm
money
not going to say anything on that day, sir. I'm just saying on a day.
on any given day.
On a given day with no
Okay.
job, no income coming in, sir.
You weren't working during this time, correct?
No, I wasn't,
Okay. So it's safe to assume if you're not working, you have no money.
sir. I already said what I had to say, and that was it.
Well, I'm asking you. I would safe to say if you weren't working, you didn't have money, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So if you don't have money, you can't buy alcohol.
What I'm saying, sir, is on any given day, when I don't
I'm not
have
talking about any given
I don't
day.
know
You're
how
telling
far
me
I
you're
am.
not working, okay?
That's where we get to. On that day, sir, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in regards to alcohol beverages or anything of that nature, sir. I just know on a day.
Mhm.
That's what I'm letting you know, sir. It sounds to me we're arguing now. I don't want to argue.
Well, no,
with you,
I don't
sir.
want to argue with you.
There's no point
I'm
of
just
arguing.
trying to make you understand because you're playing a little bit of game here with me because if you don't have a job, this is your words.
Right.
If you don't have a job, you don't have money.
Right.
Okay. I'm asking you, were you employed in January of 06? You told me no. So it's safe to assume if you had no job, you had no money, you were not drinking.
You're asking me on this certain day.
I'm talking a whole month. A
I'm-
whole month of
you said
January,
this
you
certain
weren't
day,
working.
sir. You
You-
said this certain day.
Okay.
So, and therefore, you want me to recollect to that certain day. I can't say anything on
In
that
the
day.
month of January, were you working?
No.
Okay.
I
In the
think
month of
about that.
February,
I think that'd be based on, I did do on the side jobs like painting or something
Okay.
of that nature.
in January, you think you may have done some side jobs now
Right, for my family. Yeah.
for your family. Okay.
Just to me, I don't know. It just don't seem right, sir. This don't seem right at all.
Well,
Sure.
sure.
That's up to you. It's just, this is why it don't seem right. This incident happened.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible incident.
Mm-hmm.
It's around my complex area where the ending happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm getting questioned that I've done this.
You have done this, yes.
Why am I getting questioned for something that I did not do?
But
That's
you-
why I did not do it, sir.
Anthony.
You could have said that, whatever you want to say, but I didn't do this.
Okay.
And then I get questioned, okay, you're getting that. Then you keep telling me of what I've done, what I haven't done.
Okay.
And to me, sir, I
Okay.
don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Your gun you got caught with, I took it from the Phoenix Police Department. I matched it to shell casings at the famous Sam's and shell casings right here. They match your gun that you had. Understand me? That's simple. That's simple math.
When did I have the gun?
You had the gun in '07 when you got January 25th of 2007.
So I didn't have the gun in '06 then, right?
No, you had the gun in '06 because this occurred in '06 and those shell casings matched your gun.
But it didn't match the person, right? Who did this? I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't do this.
Anthony,
I'm not playing no games with you. It sounds to me you're trying to play a game with me, sir, and I don't know why. I didn't do this crime, sir.
Anthony, look at everything. Look at the overall picture here. See? Look at the overall picture. Where did that person run to? Just happened to run right to the back of your townhome. People see that person.
Mm-hmm.
Shell casings match your gun. Your blood at Famous Sam's. All
Blood
those
was not at
things.
Famous Sam's.
Your blood was it. That's how I got your name in the first place. Because the DNA matched you. Then I look you up and I find the concealed weapons, and that matches the scene. So, you know, all these things put together, and you think about this for just a minute. Think about this for just a minute, okay? This is going to go to court someday, okay? And all this stuff's going to come out. It will. It will come out. And you're going to sit there and you're going to say, it wasn't me. But all this stuff matches you, okay? Think how that's going to look. So now it comes down to what type of person would do this. Two people, two types of people will only do this, okay? The one who maybe not in their right mind at the time, okay, that made some mistakes, or the cold-blooded person who goes specifically to the bar looking for somebody they had a beef with, because it's one or the other, and that's you.
I'm not either.
You are. You're one or the other.
No, sir.
And I don't want to believe you're the cold-blooded person that went to the bar. I think some mistakes were made that night. That's why I'm asking you, were you drinking that night? Because I'm telling you right now, Anthony,
Sir.
that these things don't lie. The
I
DNA
understand.
doesn't lie, the shell casings don't lie, and running to your back door doesn't lie. Okay?
I didn't do this, sir. And that's period. Bottom line.
Okay.
Is it possible I can make that phone call to my mother from regard to my child?
Okay. Where's your child at?
But my mother in my apartment, and she's calling to see what's going on with her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to let you make a phone call here in a little bit, okay? Once I get some paperwork done, because I am going to book you today, okay? You're going to be arrested, all right? You're going to be arrested for the murder of this guy and the attempted murder of this guy. Because, Anthony, I can only go on what I know is true and correct, okay? The evidence doesn't lie. Only people do. Only people do. And I'm telling you right now, the shell casings match to your gun, the DNA that matches to you, all these things combined, okay, tell a story. What they don't tell is a reason, okay? And that's what I'm trying to get to you so I can portray that later on. Because nobody wants to believe that you're the cold-blooded person that went and did this. There has to be another reason why this occurred. There has to be, because everything points, it's you. And that's just hands down. So if you want to come up with a story or you want to tell me why it happened, but I'm telling you right now, when you stand up in court and say, I don't know anything, when everything points to you, dude, that's on you. And people are going to make their decisions based on that information. But I'm telling you right now, this is all you. Every bit of it. And that's what's going to happen today. Because you're leaving me no choice. You're leaving me no choice.
What other choice do you have?
Well, I want to know why it happened, okay? Because that does make, I have to report this, of course, to the court.
There's no way I could go home today?
No, absolutely not. You and I, come on. Do you really think you're going to go home? Did you think you were going to go home when we brought you down here?
I know I was coming, I didn't know why.
You didn't know why? Okay. Well, no, I'm not going to, I can't release you. Because I have too much evidence that says this is what happened. And you know that.
So when's the first day I go to court?
Well, that's probably tomorrow or maybe late tonight. I don't know. It's not up to me.
Oh, it's just the court to book me and tell me I'm staying. Is that what it is?
Well, I take you down, I book you, okay? Then you go and you see the IA judge, and it's up to them what happens from that point on. It's out of my hands once you go to the judge.
Do you come with a recommendation?
What I do is I write down reasons why this happened. If you want to give me a reason why this happened, I will write that down
No, I'm
for
saying a
you.
recommendation for me to stay incarcerated or not stay incarcerated. You don't give them that recommendation to the judge?
I don't give recommendations to this judge that you're going to see, no.
I see. Okay.
Okay? This is up to this judge based on what I write to them as far as, you know, these are the circumstances of what happened. This is why it happened. That's what I write down.
Are we going to stay in this location?
Probably not. Probably go downtown later.
Downtown later?
Downtown Phoenix, yeah.
Okay.
So your contention is you had nothing to do with this, right? That's what you want to stick
I'm
with?
neither of those people that you...
Okay. You're neither of those people. Then tell me what type of person are you to do this?
To do that?
Yeah, to do
I
this.
didn't do that.
But you did do it. You did do it.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, sir. I have no reason to commit any crime.
Well, you're not a law-abiding citizen, dude. You got arrested as a juvenile. You got arrested with a concealed weapon. Where does that make you a law-abiding citizen? Maybe now that you got a good job in the family, but back
I have
then
no
in
reason to hurt
06 you weren't.
anybody, sir.
In 06 you weren't. In 06 you weren't.
I have no reason to hurt anybody at all.
Well, I think you do. I think the security guards there, because they bounced you out the night before, and they've identified you as being there with your gun, with the gun that I have, that they saw, okay? They saw you with the gun. That gun matches. You know, this isn't rocket scientists. This isn't one of the harder cases I have to try to put together. This is actually one of the very easy ones. That's why I ask you for a reason. Not that you did it, because I already know that. I ask you for a reason, something to tell, your story as to why it happens. Not that it happened, because I can prove that. You and I both know that. It happened. How old's your baby?
She's at 10 months.
10 months. That's pretty young.
Mhm.
What do we tell her later on? What do I tell her?
May I make that phone call, please, sir?
Mhm. Yeah, in a few minutes. What do I tell the family of these two people? One died, one almost died, but he's still alive, and you saw he wears an eye patch. What do I tell them?
It's a horrible situation.
It is a horrible situation.
But I'm not a man.
Yeah, well, you are. You are. And that's just how it lies. So, give me a few minutes, okay? Be with you in a little bit.
Okay.
Anthony, is this your cell phone?
Yes, sir.
God, you got 2 missed calls already.
Where are they from?
Juicy?
Oh, it's my baby's mom.
That's your baby's mom?
My girlfriend.
And it looks like mom's cell, too.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to call?
Yes, please. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Explain to them what's going on, because you are going to be booked, okay?
Mom, are you alright? Are you alright? Yeah. How's the baby? How's the baby? I'm at the police department. Downtown. I'm at the police department downtown Glendale. At the police department. They're trying to say I committed a crime. I did not commit a crime. They're trying to say I committed a crime that I didn't. Murder and attempted murder. Murder and attempted murder. I did not do nothing. They're telling me I did it. So I'm at downtown Glen. Okay. They're gonna be here on me booked over here at downtown Glendale, and then they're gonna take me downtown. And that, I know I didn't do this. I tell them I didn't do this. I wasn't there. That was a front. They wanted me downstairs by myself. I went downstairs to get the permit or whatever, and that there was no such thing. They just task force just rushed me. Task force, the cops. They just rushed me, and they took me, and they said I couldn't call until I got down here and talked to the detective. And then I was telling the detective I had nothing to do with nothing. And then I don't know, Mom. I don't know. They're saying all this because of what happened years ago, that a crime happened in our area, and they're trying to say I had something to do with, like, 06. 06. 2006. Huh? Right. Just wait. She's there? Okay. Well, I need you to, I don't know how long I'm going to be over here. I'll be downtown Glendale Police Department. And then that's on. No, they're not. No. I'm going to be booked today, and then they're going to, I'm going to go to court, I believe, today or tomorrow. Today, probably. And then they're going to see. I probably will later on. Where's she at right now? She's right there? Steph. I'm at the police department right now. They're trying to say I did murder and attempted murder. Back in 06, they're trying to say I did a crime. Because when I went, because the apartment complex told me I had to get a permit to move the car. So when I went down there, task force just came and they rushed me. And then they handcuffed me and took me down here for questioning. And they're trying, I don't know. They're trying to say they got evidence against me. I don't understand because I wasn't there. So it makes no sense. Yeah, department, yeah. No, department called me and said I gotta go down there and get a permit so I can move to a certain area for the car because you know they're doing pavements. I said okay, I'll be down there later today. I'm like okay. And then my mom came by, and then with the baby, and then I went down there by myself, and that's when they got me. No, they're gonna book me today, and then I'm gonna go to court probably tonight, late tonight, and then I don't know what's gonna happen at
sorry.
court.
You said almost done?
Almost done, sir.
Okay.
Yes. And then I'll be. I don't know what they're gonna tell me. If they have a bond for me, then I could hopefully get bailed out. If not, then I don't know. They're trying to book me for murder and attempted murder. Well, I'm on my cell phone right now because I'm the detectives. When I go inside to the actual downtown, I may get one more, may not. I don't know. I'll get more information. That's what's happening right now. That what? No, this is new. This is something they're bringing them now. I had nothing to do. No, because they remember they just wanted. They went and they found my name and said, "Does he live here?" And I guess they said, "Yeah, okay, we need to get him." You know what I mean? That's how. Do you understand? I don't know, because to go to your mom's. I don't know. I'm not thinking of coming home, but they're gonna give me a bond. Hopefully, give me a bond, and then I'll know more information from there. You know what I mean? If they don't give me a bond, then I'm just keep going to court until I go to see what happens. But tell my mom to get a lawyer. I'm gonna need a lawyer though, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know I'm gonna go downtown and probably by Madison. My mom knows where it's at. I don't know when though. I'm gonna be here getting booked, and then I'll know more information. Yeah. I don't know. Wherever I go, though, hopefully I can make a call. Here's the 602-300, 4785. Your telephone number. 300-4785. All right. I don't know what to tell Renee tomorrow. You know what I mean? Huh? I can't hear you. Hello? Hang up, babe. Hang up. Got no bars. All right, what happened? Oh. Okay, more like I'm gonna call you then. Like I said, I'm downtown right here, but booked, and then I'm gonna go somewhere else. So when I get to the other place, I'll let you know, and then we go from there, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm in a room in downtown Glendale, but they were just asking me questions. So I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Do you hear me? All right. You. You. All right. You hear me? So how long am I gonna be here at this area?
I don't know. Maybe hours. I don't know.
Maybe hours at this department?
Could be.
And then I'm going to 4th Street?
Yep.
Okay, I'll be here for some hours, a couple hours here at downtown Glendale, and then I'll go to 4th Street probably. Can they come over here?
Nope.
They can't come in?
We don't have visitors.
No visitors here. And they'll let me get a phone call over there at where I'm going?
I don't know.
If you don't know.
That's up to them. I mean, you make collect calls.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a hard line. All right. Either I'll get in contact with you and let you know what's going on, okay? All right. Want to turn it off?
No, I'll take it. Thanks.
No, I can turn it off for you though.
That's right. Anthony.
Yes.
We're going to be going downstairs here in just a little bit, so I can do the booking. I'm going to book you with, the murder, of course, the attempted murder, and firing a gun at an occupied structure being the bar, okay? Because there were a lot of people in there that night that could have been injured even more, all right? Now, again, everything points to you, the evidence all points to you, things just don't, they tell a story. The only thing they don't tell is why, okay? So I'm just going to ask you if there's anything you want to tell me on your behalf that I can provide in my reports or the paperwork that I need to submit this evening. If there's anything on your behalf that you'd like me to put in there, I would be happy to do that. Because I am telling you right now, it's you. I have the right person. It's you. And, you have a 10-month-old little girl. You have a wife. What do I tell them? Because all this is going to come out. It's all going to come out in court. Everybody's going to know. All right? You know that. I know that. Okay? Again, what doesn't come out has to come from you is why. Because I think everybody makes mistakes in their life. And I think this was a mistake. I think this was a decision that was made, maybe not when you were all together there. Maybe you've been drinking, I don't know. I don't know you, and that's why I'm asking you, okay? Because this happened for a reason. And you have a lot to think about.
There's nothing I can't say, sir. That we already talked about.
Okay. Sit tight, I'll get some cups, we'll go downstairs.
Okay.
Okay, Tony, go ahead and stand up. Turn around. Do you have a belt on right now? No. You understand what's going on, though, right?
Yes, inform me.
Okay. Just stand by the wall there for me.